What's going on, guys? And in this video I'm going to talk about why I bought the Glock 17 Gen 4 in 2023 and why not the Glock 17 Gen 5. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first pistol I ever owned is this. Until I got the Glock, this is the only pistol I ever owned. It's a Gamo C-15 Blowback. It's an excellent starter pistol. If you've never shot anything before, any pistol, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you're not sure if you like it, you're not sure if you're going to shoot a lot, I would 100% recommend this. I paid £100 for this in 2018. You can pick them up for I think about 70 or 80 pounds now. I'll just do a quick run through. Metal slider, doesn't lock back, but it's quite heavy. The actual weight in my hand feels similar to the Glock. It's top heavy though, it's not balanced at all. It's quite top heavy, but that doesn't matter. It's got a good weight to it. Metal top, plastic base, nice little grip there. It's very comfortable to hold. Magazine, you can load both sides, however I wouldn't recommend loading the bottom because as you start shooting your pellets are going to fall out. It shoots both BBs, shoots both pellets and steel BBs. So yeah, it's an excellent starter pistol. I'm not reviewing this, so I'm not going to spend too long on this. So this is the first thing I shot, so I'm just doing it for perspective. And from this I went to the Glock 17 Gen 4. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so here it is. So even though I've already opened it, I've already fired it, I've done 2 mags out of this. So I'm going to kind of do it as an unboxing for those of you guys who are wondering what comes in this. So you get your manuals, pistols here. Let's just remove that for now. And what else is in the box? You get an Allen key. Sorry, that was off camera. I'll show you what that's used for in a minute. You get 2 back straps in case the grip's not quite to your comfort level. You can swap those out just like on the real Glock 17 Gen 4. And you do actually get some steel BBs in here, which I didn't know because I bought some more with it. But you don't need to because you will get some in here. So that is what is in the box. Let's have a look at the gun. Let's do a quick look around. You can see the sights. There you go. And there you go. So it's a metal top, polymer base, but unlike the Gamo, the polymer base is a different quality. It really, I think it's called ballistic polymer, but it's definitely miles above what the Gamo is. And in terms of balance of the pistol, with the magazine in, this feels great. The balance, the weight is similar actually to the Gamo. I'm not gonna say, and the weight here is quite close to the actual real, to the real Glock 17 Gen 4. The issue is the Glock 17 Gen 4 loaded with live ammunition is going to be about 100 grams heavier than this is. There's nothing you can do about that here because we're loading this with steel BBs, so we're not getting the extra weight. So that's all it is. Apart from that, the weight is as close to the real thing as you can expect from a replica. So the weight is great. It's very nicely balanced. The slide locks into place. You can have a look in the barrel. It will stay back like this when you're empty. My only negative about this pistol here is that rattle there. Once the slide is locked back, you can hear that rattle, and that's the barrel. It can just move about an inch back and forth. Doesn't happen when the slide's back in its normal position, but when you're empty, there will be a slight little rattle. It's no big deal. I'm not sure why that is, if it's for a reason or not, but that's my only gripe with the pistol. So barrel locks back. What else can I tell you guys about it? the trigger. As I said about the Gamo, my main reason for wanting a different pistol, I've always wanted a Glock, but I say I've always wanted a Glock. I've always liked the look of Glocks. Yesterday, when I shot my Gamo for the first time in years, after shooting my rifle and realised the trigger just felt a bit, the whole mechanism just didn't feel right. It didn't really feel like a firearm. It felt like a toy. And this, completely opposite. It feels lovely. So what else can I show you guys? If we release the mag, so here's the magazine. Again, this is, as far as I'm aware, the Gen 4 is the Gen 4 G17 is the only one that has a perfect replica magazine. The others have some kind of cutout that you can see the CO2 canister. This one doesn't. What we have here is a pressure release to release the CO2. If for some reason you haven't used it all and you want to safely release it, press that valve in. I suggest using a wooden stick or something to do that, so you don't get CO2 on your hands. Press that in, it will release it safely. The way it works is, let's see if I can do this. You just pull that down, you put your BBs in there, you fill it up, and then once they're all in, you release the spring. You pop your CO2. CO2 does not go in the gun like in the Gamo or in some other pistols. Everything is in here in the magazine. So you load it up with CO2 by release this button here. You can either use something to press that button or just use your nail, pull that down. That comes off. This is what the Allen key's for. Use the Allen key, take that off, pop your canister in, tighten it up until you hear the hiss. Put this back on. And that's it. That's all you need to shoot. Load with BBs, pop your CO2 in, and you're good to go. And all you're going to need to do is just keep refilling it with BBs until you're out of CO2. So everything is all contained within the magazine. And the magazine itself has a really nice weight. It is also metal. This thing here is plastic. The little cover you slide off to pop the CO2 in is the only plastic bit on the magazine, but everything else there is all metal. So I'll pop that back in. The trigger's fantastic. There is a safety there. What else can I tell you about the gun other than just it is a fantastic replica. It feels fantastic. As far as pistols go, it shoots great. It's more accurate than the Gamo for sure. I've not had it chronoed, but I suspect it's slightly more powerful, which is why it's more accurate, as it's shooting straighter. So if you were thinking, should I get a Gen 4, a Gen 3, or a Gen 5, do your research, get the one you want. I wanted a Gen 4, but it just so happened that the Gen 4 is, in my opinion, the best replica CO2 powered Glock you can get on the market. Even though the Gen 5 is out, I'm not sure why they didn't follow the same pattern with this one and just make it as near to perfect a replica as you can. But it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun to shoot. I would 100% recommend it. As I say before, I'm not an expert. If you guys have any questions, if there's anything you want to tell me, please do so in the comments below. Let's rack it a few more times. Oh, it's just so much fun. Just that action there, and just, oh, it's so much fun. And it's almost as fun when it's empty, just because it sticks back. It's just an excellent replica. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So if there's any questions, please leave them in the comment below. Anything you want to say, please leave it in the comment below. If you enjoyed the video, please like, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, take care. Let's rack it one last time. There you go. Bye.